Hey, what's up? It's E. Smith here, former IBF Junior Middleweight Champion of the World. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Sporting Icons. Cheers.
Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you have heard by now that Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence Jr is now off. Not postponed, but off. It's cancelled. And Manny Pacquiao will now take on Ugas for the WBA welterweight world title. The belt that the WBA stripped Manny Pacquiao of because he hadn't defended it in 18 months. Even though 12 months of that was a worldwide lockdown and he was in the Philippines and couldn't travel. What do you expect him to do? Either way, they give it to Ugas. Ugas has yet to defend it, but now in his first defense against a former champion, Manny Pacquiao. Good one. Anyway, so basically, Fox and the PPV are now going to have two pay-per-views out of this one because apparently, according to Errol Spence Jr, he's going to fight the winner. Good business, huh? So the reason being, Errol Spence Jr apparently got a torn retina. Yep, retina. That's the eyeball, not a torn rectum, because there's been an entirely different video. Now, his torn retina, apparently he saw 3 different doctors. Again, this is according to Errol Spence Jr, where he went to see 3 different doctors. Not the same one, but 3 different ones, because obviously the first 2, their medical expertise weren't good enough. He went to see a 3rd one. Now, how'd that work out? Hey, doc, my eyeball hurts. Well, Mr. Spence, it looks like you've got a torn retina there. A little bit of eye surgery, few eye drops, rest up for about a month, and then you can pick up training. Don't believe you. I'm going to go get a second opinion. Doctor number 2, my eyeball hurts. Check it out. Well, Mr. Spence, looks like you've got a torn retina. Bit of laser surgery, a couple of eye drops, rest up for about a month, then you can pick up training, and you'll be good as golden. No, don't believe you. That's what the first one said. I need to go get a 3rd opinion. Doctor number 3, my eyeball hurts. What's going on? Well, Mr. Spence, it looks like you've got a torn retina. Bit of laser surgery, a couple of eye drops, and you'll be golden in about a month. That's what the first 2 said. Well, I guess they were correct too. Oh well, that's 3 doctors. I guess that's what it is. Now, if he just said, I went to see the doctor and said he got a torn retina, wouldn't have thought anything about it. I'm not really a conspiracy theorist, but when you tell me 3, it's going to raise a little bit of an alarm in me. 3. Now, I don't know about you, like I'm in America, but over here, to go see one doctor is a bit of a chore. The waiting time is ridiculous just to try and get an appointment. You call up your doctor, hey doc, I need to come see you. Oh yeah, why's that then? Well, I think my ankle's broken. Okay, Mr. Icons, what makes you think that? Because it's flopping around a little bit. It's doing a bit of a Conor McGregor. Okay, so I need to come see you. Okay, well, let's just diagnose it properly, shall we? Have you had a persistent cough in the last couple of days? No, my ankle is flopping around. My foot's flopping around. Okay. Have you lost your sense of taste? No, my foot is flopping around. Have you had any persistent headaches or any flu-like symptoms? No, my foot is flopping around. Can I come see you? Okay, well, Mr. Icons, it's now Tuesday. Well, we've got an appointment next Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Will that do you? And that's just to see one doctor. Imagine doing that for 3. I mean, come on now. It's like, this whole thing is weird, isn't it? It's like Tyson Fury when he pulled out of the Wilder 3rd fight for July 29th because of a case of C19 flying around his camp. And of course, he tested positive because he didn't just go to the little old lady at the portal cabins like the rest of us have to do with the old cotton bud up the nose and the back of the throat for the swab. Yeah, you got C19. No, that wasn't good enough. According to Tyson Fury, he went to see the best doctor, the number 1 doctor in the United States of America, because he had time to go check it and test to see if Tyson Fury had C19. Even though the number 1 doctor in the United States of America is probably a brain surgeon or a heart surgeon or something like that, but he had time to go see Tyson Fury. Diagnosed him, yes, Mr. Fury, you've got C19. And then a old 90-year-old vulnerable Bob Arum went round to Tyson Fury's apartment in Las Vegas and sat with him in the same room to give him his own diagnosis, which was Tyson Fury was a little bit congested. Good one. Okay. Now, as I said before, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but it does lead to question. Is all of this real? I really don't know because, I mean, again, I watched the Ring IQ video on this subject, and he raised a very good point, which is something that I didn't know about, which is that the Fox Sports and PBC contract is drawing to a close. Will they renew it? Will they not? Now, if you're the PBC, what do? Well, you sweeten them up. Well, now we're going to have Manny Pacquiao versus Ugas, which of course Manny Pacquiao, he's a pay-per-view fighter. So that's a pay-per-view for you. And then Errol Spence Jr will fight the winner. So if he fights Manny Pacquiao, it's going to be involving the WBA belt. If Ugas beats Pacquiao, then Ugas' stock raises right the way up. Then him versus Errol Spence Jr is now a pay-per-view. Because ordinarily it shouldn't be. But there again, if you're Fox, you've got to be looking at certain situations and going, well, the Fury Wilder 3 fight got postponed. And now it's going to be on to October the 9th. But now we've got another one with Pacquiao and Spence. Now that's not happening anymore. Instead, you're going to give us Pacquiao versus Ugas. Yep. And previously you gave us Chris Arreola versus Andy Ruiz Jr on pay-per-view as well. Yep. And you're also been putting on Gervonta Davis versus Mario Barrios. That was on pay-per-view. Yep. Worrying times, right? Worrying times. As I said, I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but you got to look at certain things. Now, for me, do I disbelieve that Errol Spence Jr has got a problem with his retina? No, but you do have to raise the question because according to the PBC, it was a pre-fight medical. So just a regular medical. He didn't even know he had an eye injury. Didn't even know about it. Because all fighters, before fights, they always have to go through multiple medical examinations, brain scans, eyes, back of the throat, nuts, whatever. Okay, and that's where they found it. So it wasn't even bothering him. Okay. Bit weird, isn't it? Anyway, what can you do? Boxing is boxing, right? As I said, if Errol Spence Jr had just said, yeah, I was doing a bit of sparring, I think the thumb of my sparring partner went into my eye, tore my retina. That's what the doctor said. Okay, cool. That's fair enough. But why cancel it? Why not postpone it as it's only going to be a month of rest and then you can pick up training camp again? Why not postpone it? Why cancel it? Get more pay-per-views. What else could it possibly be, right? Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.